So now let us consider one more problem here. Cantilever carrying 2-point loads. Here what is to be determined is slope at the free end as well as deflection at the free end. If you have called that free end as C, the load is one more load is acting at B and one load is acting at C. Now here this method we call it as a bending moment by parts. Means we are drawing the bending moments due to separate loads. First let me draw the bending moment due to the 10 kilonewton. At that time you have to forget about 15 kilonewton. Means if you forget it will be only 10. So 10 into this 2.5 plus 1.5 is 4 meter. So 10 into 4. So you will get here 40. It is M by A, therefore 40 by E. Of course my diagram is negative, hogging bending moments. This is, let us call it as 1. Next time let us consider this load and we have to forget this load. So when you forget this load, you have to remove this load. Means here there is no load at that time. There will be no bending moment diagram between C to B. The bending moment diagram starts from here. 15 into 0, that is 0 here. 15 into 2.5, it will become 37.5. Again it is M by E diagram, so it will be 37.5 divided by E. Now as we are calculating the deflection at C, therefore we need to calculate the position of CZ of these figures with respect to C. This let us call it as x1 bar, let us call this as x2 bar. Now here he has asked to calculate what is deflection and slope at C, and he has given the value of EI is equals to 8000 kilonewton meter square. EI is nothing but the flexural rigidity of the beam. Now let us calculate area separately. Only one area is there. Last time we have taken directly. Now first let us write the expressions for areas and the distance of CZ. Area of this bending moment diagram 1 or M by E diagram 1. What is this? 1 by 2. It is a triangle. So base is this is 4 meter. Into height is 40 by EI. So if you simplify that, it comes as 80 by EI. Then what is the distance of CCF triangle? It is nothing but 2/3 from the 0 end. So 2/3 of 4. 2/3 of 4, it will be 2.667 meter. Now let us consider this A2. What is the A2? Area of this diagram, that is 1 by 2. Base is here, it is 2.5. Into height is 37.5. So if you simplify this, you are going to get 46.875 divided by EI. Now, actually this x2 bar is the distance of CZ of this figure with respect to C, because we are calculating the deflection at C. So from here, this you have to split into two parts. You have to calculate this plus you have to add this much. You know that this is nothing but 2/3 of this width. What is this? 2/3 of 2.5, because this is 2.5. This is 2/3 of 2.5 plus this is 1.5. So if you calculate that, it comes 3.166 meters. Now, what is slope at C now? That is slope at C, that is theta C is equals to, you know that A by EI, area of the bending moment diagram EI, between what is that? C and A. Always you have to calculate the area of the bending moment diagram will be between the point where you are calculating the slope. Another point must be at the fixed end, because theta, actually this is theta C minus theta A, but theta A is 0, so directly you will get here theta. So what is the area now? There are two areas, so what you need to write here, it is, we can write it as sigma by A by EI. So this is nothing but this is equals to, it is A1 by EI plus it will be A2 by EI. Okay, what is A1 here? 80. This is 80 by EI plus what is A2? 46.875 by EI. If you simplify this, you are going to get it as 126.875. This will be 126.875 divided by EI. Right? Now the value of EI is given here. Actually this is, what is the unit of 126.8? So it is the area. Area means it is not the area of the geometrical figure. It is not a triangle. It is the area of the bending moment diagram. Actually this 126 points, this will be, it is kilonewton meter square. Right? Why? It is half. Base is in meter. Height is in kilonewton meter. Always bending moment is kilonewton meter. So meter into kilonewton meter will be kilonewton meter square. Now if you want to get this slope at C, you have to write theta C is equals to This is 126.875 divided by, it is 8000 is the EI. 8000 is also kilonewton meter square given. This is also kilonewton meter square. So both cancels. You will get this always slope will be in radians. This comes, it will be 0.0158 radians. The slope at C will be given by this A by EI. When there are 3 diagrams or 2 diagrams, you have to take the summation of those 2 areas. So all are minus, so I have just taken it as a minus, or even at the end minus also can be taken. This is what the slope at C. Now let us calculate the deflection at the free end, that is reflection at C. You know the deflection at C, or that this is at the free end C. It is given by, it is as good as it is a tangential deviation. It is nothing but the area of the bending moment diagram between C and A, and you have to take the moment of that area about C. That is nothing but this is AX bar by EI. Let us take it as sigma AX bar by EI. Sigma AX bar means you should not take sigma A into like that. It is A1 X1 bar by EI into A2 X2 bar by EI. Now you know the value of A1, you know the value of X1 bar. This multiplied by this plus A2 is 46.875 EI into X2 bar is 1.36. So if you do this, you are going to get the answer as 361.766 divided by EI. So what is the limit of 361.66? Earlier it was A by EI, it was kilonewton meter square. Now area is base into height. Base is in meter, height is in kilonewton meter. So it is kilonewton meter square. Now again multiplying by one more X2 bar means it is meter. Kilonewton meter square into meter, this will be, it will be kilonewton meter cube. Now if I want to get this value of YC, now let us substitute the value of this EI. It is, what is this? 361.766 divided by area. EI is given as 8000. This is going to give you in meter. If you multiply it by 1000, you will get in that usually displacements will be kept in meter as mm. Therefore, those meter you have to convert into mm. 361.76 divided by 8000. This is kilonewton meter cube. This is kilonewton meter square. Kilonewton cancels. Meter cube by meter square is meter. So why I am multiplying 1000? Usually deflections will be small. That's why they should be kept in mm. So meter you have to convert into mm by multiplying 1000. So the answer which you are going to get is, it is 45.22 mm.